welcome. We're going to call this meeting to order. Thank you to everybody, and welcome to the meeting of the Health, Education, Entertainment, Neighborhoods, Parks, Arts, and Rivers Committee. And it's a little past 1, and we're in City Hall, room 1060, and this meeting is called to order. And I want to remind everybody in the audience who wants to speak on any of the agendized items today or during general public comment to please sign up at the kiosk, which is right outside the door. And at this point, we're going to take multiple public comment items as well as general public comment. And is this general public comment or multiple? Well, there's one person for multiple, right? Give me the multiples first. Go to item 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry about that. Too much technology.
Oh, sure.
You signed up for everything or for all items? Okay, so we're going to call up Wayne from Encino. He signed up for all items and for general public comment, so we'll give you 3 minutes. 2 minutes for your items and 1 minute for general public comment. Thank you, Wayne.
Very good. Okay, this is not on the special yet. We're just on the regular.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, as we saw, a big celebrity just walked out of the room, Mr. Curran Price, but I believe he can hear the meeting in the back. So, is he still on quorum? Okay, good. Now, number 1, water quality concerns at Hanson Dam. That they have swimmer's itch parasite. Ew! Ew! When you go into the lake over there, and Monica Rodriguez is letting people piss inside Hanson Dam, and then there's scabies and little itchy parasites in the water. So when you go in there and you try to swim, little kids have little creatures crawling on their skin and in their ears and hair. Ew! And the city's been letting this go on for years. Years. You have turned Hanson Dam into a fucking sewer to swim in. Ew! So yes, we need to clean up Hanson Dam recreation. Test the water and make sure that the water in the Hanson Dam Lake does not contain feces, urine, and something called swimmer's itch parasite. Ew! And, you know, the Councilman Curran Price knows about swimmer's itch parasite because in Inglewood, they don't have any place to go swim anymore. It's a filthy fucking shithole along with CD7. What is Monica Rodriguez doing in CD7 with these little parasites eating the skin of little children? This is no good. So, yes, that's why everybody's here. Let's immediately support number 1 with a friendly amendment to shut that fucking Hanson Dam down immediately. It's just disgusting. And then my 1 minute of general, and again, one of your committee members has been very busy dealing with health and education in neighborhoods, but his neighborhood is not your neighborhood. His neighborhood is Inglewood. Yes. So, you know, this is kind of like a song, and I was talking to somebody in Mayor Butt's office last night that goes, well, when you go to the hood, it's always in Inglewood. Curran Price doesn't really live in L.A. He's always lived in Inglewood. And then his wife in January 2019, under penalty of perjury, stated that Curran Price really lives in Inglewood. Read to urbangirls.com on Monday, June the 10th. The FBI will be investigating the bigamy in residence again. Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And so there's only one person who signed up for item number 2, right? So do you recommend that I take everything on consent first and pull number, or should I pull number 2 first?
You should call number 2.
Okay. So I'm going to take some items out of order, and I'm going to call item number 2. If you could read that into the.
Sure. Item number 2,
Motion Rodriguez Martinez relative to hydronation stations at parks and municipal facilities to promote the use of reusable water bottles and identification of existing water fountains and the feasibility of converting them to include hydration stations to facilities, the use of reusable water bottles, also referred to the Information Technology and General Services Committee.
Thank you for that. So if I have a comment on this item, Evelyn Wendell. You signed up twice, but
Yeah,
I'll give you. Yeah, no problem.
it's listed on it's listed on both
Oh.
the Information and General Services Committee and Health and Education, so it's,
Yeah,
anyway.
no problem. Go ahead.
So hi, my name is Evelyn Wendell, and I'm the founder of WeTap, a nonprofit that is helping improve public tap water awareness, access, and use with an emphasis on public drinking fountains. WeTap developed the first participatory drinking fountain finder app. We work regularly with LADWP and support LA Unified's drinking water quality program. We are listed in the collaborative partner in the Mayor's Sustainability Plan. WeTap is a founding partner of Tap Water Day with Mayor Garcetti, the American Water Works Association, the State Water Board, the LA County Department of Public Health, the Cal EPA. We're on our 5th year, and coincidentally, tomorrow, LADWP is hosting a press event in front of Ferraro at 10 a.m. Tap Water Day is an annual opportunity to educate communities about the value and safety standards of our drinking water with an emphasis on drinking fountains and the newer hydration stations. A drinking fountain is one of our greatest public treasures and is a powerful link of connectedness. I'm here to support the motion to ensure fountains are well-maintained in parks and municipal facilities, and reusable stainless steel canteens are promoted with education and citywide coordinated efforts. The City of San Francisco, with support from the Public Utility Commission of San Francisco, has had a drinking water fountain program since 2011, and they've distributed 50,000 canteens and added about 160,000.
Wrap up.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. And you know what you can do is anybody else could submit their, if you wanted to submit your testimony in writing, you could do that as well. and we
Okay,
could take
who
a
do I
look
give
at
this
that.
to?
I'll take it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. So I want to pass item number 2. Well, colleagues, you're fine with that? Okay, so I'd like to pass item number 2. And you know what I'd like to do, and if this is okay with the clerk, could I recess the meeting and go to special? I could do that, right? Yes. Because we're going to take down a consent. So I'd like to recess our meeting, and don't worry, we're going to give everyone a time to speak who signed up for general public comment. So I want to recess the meeting and open up our special meeting. And do we have public comment for any general public comment for the special? No?
No general public.
Are you sure, Wayne? I'm pretty sure you want to sign up for that, right? And you probably didn't get to, right? So come on up. I'll give you a minute.
It's on the agenda item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Yeah, you actually not signed up, but it's okay, Wayne. I'll give you 2 minutes, one for the 2 items and one for the general public comment.
It's a
But,
there, general public comment for a special is not necessary. If you,
Oh,
it's up-
okay.
It's up to your.
Sure,
sir.
but I'll give you 2 minutes for the 2 items. Go ahead.
okay, so you were gonna give me see, but sneaky city attorney, see, this is what happens. All right, so what do we got here? Senior and family caregiver service contracts. So item 1, and current price definitely was moving this item. The senior and family caregiver. Now, as you know, at the city of Inglewood pays all of the health care expenses for former council members and their spouses. So that Mr. Rue and Mr. Price have made a friendly amendment that everybody, even if they're not married and they consider somebody their spouse, should now be covered by health benefits for the city. And that is a good idea, and I'm glad that's a friendly amendment. Then we get to number 1, the California Department of Aging grant funds, area plan, a blank check for corruption. This is all this is. Number 2, this is just more stealing, because what you do is and again, Mayor Butts and, and then my good friend, the former mayor and Congressman Walter R. Tucker III. See, when I went to his federal sentencing hearing, I supported his statement that he get the minimum sentence. A fine, fine man. And you see, he used to get these grant funds, and then once you get the grant funds, You can give it to anybody you want for anything. You can buy cars and call it Cars for the Aging. So this is completely free money. All you have to do, people, is simply make friends with one of these 15 council members, and you can get all the free shit you want with these grant funds. I think it's great. Now, hopefully one day I can get in on this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the FBI to issue its report, but then definitely I'm going to start applying for this stuff.
Thank you, Wayne. And there are no other comments on these items, so without any objections, I'd like to move these along to the City Council.
No objections.
So that closes our special meeting. I'm going to bring it back to our general meeting. And items number 1, 3, 4, and 5, I'd like to take it on consent, if that's okay with everyone? Members? Okay, great. And we'll move that along. And we have 14 people signed up for general public comment. So we will open that up. So we're going to call up Barbara Hensley, Courtney Fern. Come on up. There's 3 chairs. And David Hock, MD. And you guys get a minute each. If you could state your name.
Hi, I'm Barbara Hensley. Oh, the
yeah,
time's
go ahead.
going. Okay, so I represent 4,500 members of the Sierra Club in the Central Group, which encompasses each of your districts. And I also represent the over 40,000 members of the chapter, which encompasses all of your districts in total. I live in Franklin Hills. I'm a constituent of yours, Councilmember Rue. I'm also a former nurse from a level 4 in ICU. And every day we helped tiny premature babies fight for their lives. We help families grieve for the dreams that died in our nursery. And we help families with babies who lived, who were premature, had cardiac defects, had neural tube defects, address the issues that their premature babies were going to have permanently, such as blindness, deafness, etc. So I'm here to encourage this group to sign on to the Stand LA pledge for a 2,500-foot buffer zone. The scientific evidence is
I
that...
think you got to wrap up. Sorry.
I am, thank you. Is that the neural tube defects, prematurity, and cardiac defects are caused by proximity to oil drilling. And each of you have not
you.
signed the Stand LA pledge, and I'd ask you to
Thank
do
you,
so.
Courtney. I apologize. And for those who are here for the first time, we have to adhere to the rules and give everybody equal time, 1 minute each, as we did with Mr. Wayne Spindler. So otherwise, we have to be fair to everyone. So thank you so very much for your testimony.
Sure.
Go ahead. State your name.
Hi, my name is Courtney Fern. I'm the Director of Government Relations for the Non-Human Rights Project, and I'm here to briefly talk about the Billy motion that's currently being considered before this committee and ask a couple of questions. If you could provide insight or answers about the health assessment that has been approved, specifically when the panel of medical professionals will be selected, when the names of the panel members will be released to the public, and how will the assessment be monitored. And I also just want to make note of there's a similarly situated elephant in New York, Happy at the Bronx Zoo, who's a solitary elephant, and her plight just went national. It went viral, and currently a lot of elected officials in the city of New York, as well as Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, are looking into this. And if New York can take action on behalf of Happy, I'm certainly sure that this committee can put together a panel for Billy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm David Hockey. I'm the chair of the West Los Angeles group of the Sierra Club. And I'm a professor at UCLA in the School of Medicine. I'm a physician at the Veterans Administration. And I'm here in support of Stand LA's campaign for a 2,500-foot human health and safety buffer ordinance. There are 200,000 people in Los Angeles living within 2,500 feet of an oil site, and we know from scientific evidence that they are being exposed to toxic chemicals. We believe that the public policy should be dictated by health and safety, not the oil industry. So it's time for the great city of Los Angeles to protect its citizens and have a just transition from its fossil fuel past to a clean energy future. We hope that as members of the Health Committee, you will support this process. Thank you.
Thank you. If I could have, I don't know if this is the same person or they did it twice, but Taveen A. and Taveen Kirkpatrick. I don't know if it's the same person, if it's a mistake, and Kirsten Cluster. State your name.
Taveen Kirkpatrick.
Okay. Taveen A. was a mistake then, right?
Could we restart my time?
Yeah, sure. We
Thank you.
could restart her time.
Yeah, Taveen A was a mistake. Thank you.
Could we start her time? Okay, go ahead.
Hi, my name's Taveen Kirkpatrick. I'm a registered nurse with California Nurses Association. My union represents 100,000 nurses in California. We're here to stand strongly with Stand LA to enact a 2,500 square foot buffer. It's been 2 years since this committee discussed this topic, and it needs to come back to the table. We need the report that we've been now waiting 18 months for. We urge you to do whatever you can to get the report and bring it, have that complete by the end of the month to be able to discuss this in August. Nurses advocate for their patients. I don't know if you've been in the care of a nurse, but we're here advocating for those that are unable to be here and speak for themselves, speak for their children that are dying of cancer, dealing with asthma daily, that they can't afford their inhalers. It's a real issue, and if the oil refineries were in your backyard, I'm sure you would be taking more action to make the change to remove these oil wells. They do not belong here. Thank you.
Thank you. State your name.
Good afternoon. My name is Kirsten Cluster, and I'm the co-founder of Elephant Guardians of Los Angeles, and I'm here today regarding City Council File 17-0453, the motion to release Billy the Elephant from the LA Zoo to sanctuary. First, I have a copy for you of the document that we filed, our responses to the zoo's responses to your questions that you posed. It's also attached to the electronic file, but I wanted to make sure that this committee had a copy for your reference. Second, it came to our attention that this committee was told that Billy would only have a 1.6 acre habitat at PAWS. And for the record, PAWS is planning a 15 acre habitat for Billy, and I have copies here of their written statement confirming this. And currently, due to the way the LA Zoo exhibit is divided up, Billy only has about 1 acre of space at any given time. 15 acres is definitely an improvement over his current living conditions. And the way the zoo is set up is not going to change anytime soon. The zoo has made it clear that the elephant exhibit is complete, and they did not include any changes or improvements to the elephant exhibit in their proposed master plan. Really quick, if I could just wrap up. Councilmember Ryu and any council members who would like to accompany him are invited to visit PAWS at your convenience. You don't have to wait for dates. I'm happy to help you set that up, or you can contact PAWS directly, but it's at your own convenience. And it would be a shame to vote on this motion without really becoming aware of the available options for Billy. Thank you.
Thank you. Could I get Corey Cecil Bender and Antigua Mulangi? Any one of you could start first. Go ahead. You can state your name. Go ahead.
My name is Corey Mack, and I'm also speaking on behalf of Billy. The motion to release Billy to sanctuary. And I'm also with Los Angeles for Animals. And it's our position that the names of the members of the medical panel who will be assessing Billy's physical and mental health, his environment, and his care must be released to the public prior to the completion of the assessments and reports. If the panel is biased, and Rue, you promised when you had that meeting and kind of nixed the plan before of moving forward with the zoo-approved members, veterinarians, that this would be unbiased. We need to make sure that that's true. The funding of the medical panel was approved, I believe, last November. You said that things take long, and we realize they take long, but it also looks like foot dragging. And as it stands now, the advocates for Billy in the zoo have unlimited access to the members of the panel. We request that at least 2 advocates for Billy's release also be
Thank you.
included in that. Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Dr. Anita Mullangi. I'm a Chief Medical Officer and Family Physician representing St. John's Well Child and Family Health Center. We have 18 clinics in Southern California, and I'm here to support, along with Esperanza, with the Stand LA for maintaining the safe distance of 2,500 feet from the housing, hospitals, and other centers where human beings are present, because that is the minimum distance that we can to protect the health hazards. There were several studies done. I brought the studies. I'm not going to read all of them, but there were several studies done at Gulf areas, Texas, Colorado, even in California, about why this is so important and how this is impacting the health of the patients. They can get headaches, nosebleeds, respiratory infections. It is even impacting their liver enzymes and their blood hemoglobin, hematocrit levels, and it is impacting the health of the patients in the Southern California. So I'm here to support the standing about 2,500 feet distance.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
Hi, I'm Cecile Bender, and I'm here to talk about Billy the elephant, Billy the elephant at LA Zoo. And I want to share some feelings that I have. I just find that very suspicious that we are not sending yet those independent vets to the zoo to check on the elephant's health. We've been waiting, and hopefully, I'm really hoping the city is with us on that, because we are also citizens, we are paying our taxes, and this is not education to me to exhibit a wild animal that is not supposed to be here in the first place, who is suffering for 29 years, being alone, who has been going through torture. At the zoo, we have footage of that. Kirsten can explain you, but this elephant has been tortured and broken so that it could just not move. Oh, that's it? I'm done? Okay,
Thank
sorry.
you.
I could go
No,
on
no,
forever
thank you.
anyway.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Could I get Marlene Goodman, Elvia Sedano, and Elena Bazzini?
Hello, my name is Elvia Sedano.
No, it's okay. It doesn't matter. Whoever, yeah.
Before you start, though, I just want to show you that when I started this, I didn't walk with a cane.
Yeah. Can we reset our time? Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you want to go for it? Let her go.
No, go.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Elvia Sedano, and I'm here to speak for Billy. And I want to ask that you move forward with selecting the panel to assess Billy, the health of Billy. I'm worried about his health. The bobbing behavior he displays indicates he is under great stress, and to think that my tax money is going towards supporting Billy's suffering. The people of LA and other places care deeply about Billy, and we want an unbiased medical report on his physical and mental health so that we can get the truth about Billy's well-being. The people deserve this, and most of all, Billy deserves this for his sake. Billy deserves to live the rest of his life in a sanctuary where he can feel a community. We are very a sad society if we cannot understand the suffering of a living being. We cannot see or understand the suffering of a living being just because he or she is of a different species that cannot speak with its mouth when he or she needs help or desires something when he is in pain. Can I just wrap up?
If you wrap up real quickly, please.
Billy deserves much more than what has been handed down to him for many years, about 29 years. In nature, elephants are social beings and are so beautiful. They never forget if you were nice to them or mean to them. They are intelligent beings. The baby girl roams with the mother for life.
You could submit
Okay.
your testimony.
Okay.
You could submit your. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank
I
you.
apologize. I had to
Okay.
be fair to everyone.
Okay.
Please go.
Hi, I was going to say buenas tardes, and I'm sure you understand that. My name is Elena Bassini, and I'm here. I'm a registered nurse, and I'm representing maternal and child health access. I've been working with low-income families for about 19 years, and we are with Stand LA because we believe that people deserve to live in a healthy environment, and people are the reason we are here in this world, not because of we are not here because of the oil or gas. The gas and oil should be to serve people. I mean, to serve that purpose. So we stand with Stand LA, supporting that those places are 2,500 feet away from people.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I was about to say I didn't walk with a cane, and when I became an advocate for Billy and I wasn't a senior citizen, this has been going on for 25 years, and it is really a tragedy. As it stands now, the zoo employees, who are also advocates for keeping Billy in the zoo, will have unlimited access to members of the panel, if that ever happens, by the way, when they go into the zoo to conduct their assessments, while advocates for releasing Billy to the sanctuary have not been invited to be a part of this process. We are representing that at least 2 advocates for Billy's release be present to monitor all interactions between the medical panel and the proponents for keeping Billy in the zoo. I mean, it's really unfair. There has to be transparency. We've been kept out of this for a really long time, and the zoo can do whatever they want from John Lewis on forward, and it's really unfair. And it really depends on Billy's life. It's not about you, it's not about me. It's about this sentient creature that's been kept in captivity for so long and has a chance to escape. Can't you just move this along and get it together? And please get this panel together as soon as you can. And by the way, Mitch O'Farrell, Anita Lee sent her regards.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Fernando Bravo and Jimmy Hara. Go ahead, Fernando.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fernando Bravo. I'm a registered nurse at Kaiser Permanente in Los Angeles Medical Center. My colleagues and I deal daily with the impact of toxic environment on the health of the Angelinos. As a resident of Porter Ranch, my community felt the direct health impact of the so-called gas blowout at the Aliso Canyon. It's clear our city needs to step up its effort to protect our health and the health of the planet from the dangers of the oil and gas industry. Closing down active oil and gas wells close to the homes and the school by enacting a 2,500-foot human health and safety buffer with a planned phase-out of existing wells is a common-sense step the city can take. It's unacceptable that the 2 years have passed since this committee last discussed this issue, and we are still waiting for a report, now 18 months late. On behalf of 180,000 nurses under the Nurse Association National Nurse United, we urge the members of the committee to formally declare your support for this policy and to do everything you can to make sure the report is released by the end of this month, and the hearing is scheduled on it in August.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And for Dr. Hara, because he was one of our city commissioners, can I give him an extra, can I give him 2 minutes? Dr. Hara, give him 2 minutes.
Honestly, I don't need the full 2 minutes, but basically, as you may or may not know, I am fire commissioner for the city of Los Angeles and professor at UCLA and the Charles River University, and past president of the Los Angeles chapter of Physicians for Social Responsibility. And on the National Board of Physicians for Social Responsibility, a lot of our agenda in the past has been primarily trying to prevent nuclear war, but an equally devastating situation would be the slower devastation of our planet. Oil drilling poses a major health hazard to the children of Los Angeles, and I would submit the 2,500-foot buffer is very reasonable and something that we as Angelinos should expect of your committee and the city council in full.
Thank you
very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for all your service. And that was it. I think that is all for general public comment. I think, was there anyone else in the audience that signed up that didn't get through? Okay, and then I'll close out general comment, and I think that's pretty much the entire agenda, right? Mr. Clerk? Okay, if we have no any more business on the regular and the special agenda before us, then we're going to adjourn our meeting. Thank you.
Good.